Hello, my lovely dears, and welcome to another session of Books in the North. When last we left off, our, heroic rescuers, and definitely not, shark pussy addicts, went to the rescue of High Shaman Seastone after she chased down the Raven monster thing. They fought a dreaded battle. They were helped by me rolling too highly against myself.
Mm-hmm.
Again.
Athia was in the best combat form she's ever been in.
Yeah, Athia has never been more powerful and did in fact complete her weapon. Hey,
Congratulations, Amxal.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad you had such a great session last time.
It glows faintly when your friends are injured, and anytime you cast a healing spell with Defender, it gets an extra 1d6 healing on top of it.
It's real good.
It is. And guess
nice.
what? The crit fail effect is still on it and will have a benefit when you complete that too. It also counts as a spell focus, which generally is pretty fucking useful for people who want to have a shield in their other goddamn hand.
Yeah, it means I can now do this without dropping a shield.
Boosh.
Yep. Yeah, you did a heckin' success. You rescued them. You rescued Seastone. You rescued her underlings. Unfortunately, one Shurk fell. And now, we are at the point where you guys have your course of action mostly figured out. You are aware that there is an old orphanage that you intend to stop by. But first of all, you guys are powerful enough in your magic-y ways to acquire a whole bunch of lockboxes and shit from the sunken village, which, although it was checked and none of the contents were revealed as magical, they are almost certainly, like antique or monetary or other things that are good to acquire for people who like to acquire that kind of shit.
Yes, they're worth money.
And money can be exchanged for goods and services.
Truly the most magical thing, really.
What is my superpower? Money!
It's a strong superpower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, we return to the site of Seastone's capture. You're in various states of getting your asses beat, but you did a success.
We're fine, actually. We're all at full health and everything.
That's because we leveled up and did this stuff.
Yeah, I do think you were all left with injuries, but I was like, fucking go ahead, whatever, you'll have a long rest.
At the very end, I actually got healed to full. And you got the closest you ever got to killing me.
Yep.
One day we'll down that barbarian.
I mean, probably after winter, where I switch over to wolf.
Yeah. Yeah, the moment you stop being quite so OP is presumably also when I knock you down.
If I recall, I'm out of spell slots.
Like 100% tapped?
I am also 100% tapped.
So. Yeah, let me tell you about how many times I had to heal.
That's fine.
I think I've got some, if Scow's got the right amount on me.
Yeah, I took them off as they were used.
Yeah, I got like 3 slots left.
Well, the reason I ran down here and just decided to go pet the shark for a bit before returning.
But before we do that, mayhaps we can rub our brains on this altar and this... I guess we don't have a dead motherfucker here. He got subsumed by the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you left your blade in and you had to get dug the fuck back out again, and his form is ash. Yeah. Admittedly in like the pit where his body got to before it, failed to drag you through a portal.
Yeah.
It is still there and has loot.
Yeah, so speaking of which, let's dig out our loot and then examine this altar.
Yeah, just
yes.
send the latest one me.
Oh, by the way, you're welcome for digging you out.
Yeah, thanks.
Athia does
all
a
of
good
you.
dig.
You're a good digger. I give head pats.
Thank you.
Okay, let's
Who's
see
a good
here.
girl?
Oh,
Do
I'm the
you-
goodest girl.
Oh, that's good money.
Here. I guess I'll start adding things to the party loot. Hold on.
Oh man, 35 PPs. It's a lot of PP.
There's a lot of PP. I believe the skulls have been updated. Yeah, you have
Yeah.
5 small diamond skulls, 2 large diamond skulls,
Okay,
worth
what
50
the
and
shit?
100 GP respectively. Although I believe your cleric would like to hang on to them because that's basically revivify fuel.
Yeah, you
That's
can-
super
you have the
strong
diamonds.
revivify fuel. So, this altar here, would you like a religion or arcana check on it?
Either. You can
Hmm.
also do things like typical investigation. No, when you go over this dude's weapon, you can see that the blade is totally 100% mundane. If anything, a little bit shitty.
Well, that's rude, but alright.
Yeah, it was probably a packed weapon.
That's gonna be a running theme with them, isn't it?
I mean, no, you got a magic weapon off of the first one.
Alright, fair, fair. Anybody want to give me assistance for arcana checking this
Sure.
altar?
What's
Alright.
your arcana?
9.
Okay. So, this altar isn't just some kind of strange religious icon. It is, although damaged now, an arcane focus. It could be used in place of like normal focuses or spell components, and you can see that like the depths of this thing appears to be loaded with what are now like empty, spent-looking crystals that have all been cracked and shattered by impacts against the other side of it. That were probably storing magic, allowing this guy to like use previously entered spells, much like Ceridwen's Ring of Spell Storing.
Ah, yes,
It-
the altar of spell storing, of course.
Yeah,
It may have been like used fairly badly against us, but it is a clever piece of work.
indeed. Now, the upper contents of this altar appear to be, well, a heart, some bones. It looks like rib bones specifically. They are lined up in a similar style to the ones jutting from the ground, like literally over here at the water. This weird toothed, fanged raven that must have been some great beast at a point.
Huh.
Actually, speaking of which, I don't suppose this guy's worth anything.
Not by this point. No, it's just been sort of. In fact, I mean, you could make a test, see if you could figure out how like fucking old this thing is, or what its potency is or was.
Oh,
Yeah, go for it.
okay. Can you get some helpies here?
Yeah. Sure.
Alright, Kellin, wait,
Yes.
what sort of role do you want?
What would you like to recommend?
Nature,
Oh,
probably.
that is a good.
Nature or survival would help you out here.
Yeah, that's what I'm completely fucking horrible at.
That's unfortunate for you. Maybe you would like someone with
Oh.
nature or survival who can help you.
Yes, that would be a good thing.
I have expertise in survival. It's a +7.
Alright.
Then I will
Alright.
help you.
It's a good thing you
That
have
is
help.
an 18. Yeah. Okay. So this thing is probably like a decade maybe old. You can see that it has been like cleaned and re-cleaned a number of times. Well, that cleaning hasn't like scuffed the bone or damaged it at all. You find evidence of the blows that took this thing down. It looks more like some kind of mace just fucking smashed its lower jaw clean off. The rib bones have been like cut and carved and are separate. They aren't, although they may look like they're sticking out of the ground. They aren't. They've been placed in it, almost in like an approximation of where it's like claws or ribs or something. Maybe wings would have been. This would appear to be these 5 bones are all the remains of this creature, whatever it is.
I have a question for y'all.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Can anybody, like, consecrate these remains?
Not today.
Yeah, tomorrow we can.
Yeah, well, give it a rest. I mean, like, give yourself a rest.
Fairly long rest. I'm pretty tapped, and so's Madilyn.
Yeah. Like, we pushed through the nights. Well, it's night by now, so
Yes, it is like
just-
1 a.m.
We ran ourselves ragged to get here as soon as we could.
It's a
Yeah.
good thing we did, though.
So let's get some fire going. Let's get some rest. Get something to eat. Start doing something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine by
Okay,
me.
then. Yeah. At some point, Ceridwen, you are pulled down into Seastone's lap and petted.
Yes.
Petting is good.
I
Petting
will
is really good.
give maximum wags.
Yep. Hey, Elloe.
What?
They were very impressed with you.
Ooh, oh.
Look at that.
Sorry,
They're
I'm-
great for positioning like that.
Sorry, I was while everyone was doing survival, I was actually watching the high volt. Oddly enough, and appropriately enough, the danger high voltage music.
Fair enough.
You're not a
And
blue
yeah.
dragon. That's not appropriate. Or a lightning dragon, rather.
I mean, I
is blue,
have an
though.
I am blue, and I have a wand now.
It's true, you
I
do
guess
have
that's
one
true.
lightning
Alright,
bolt.
well, give them a little shock play then.
Please do not use the wand of lightning bolt for sexual things. That is not on the approved uses for lightning bolt wand.
Ah, come on.
No, you will literally kill them.
They would explode anus first.
That's how I want to die.
What? You want to be blown out like a taped up prison rat?
I feel like it's going to be more interesting than just like boring age heart attack. So, yeah. I'm gonna get fucking destroyed. Okay. And so, yeah, you guys can, assumedly, a little bit further away from this, like, horrible fucking altar and desecration, set up camp
Yeah.
for the evening.
Let's get some guard rotation and let's just throw the sharks back into the ocean. They probably don't want to be up here that much.
Yeah, the sharks would definitely prefer to be underwater. However, it is night and water is cold and you aren't in a shark village right now, so those of you who are not used to doing things like sleeping in the water will actually probably prefer to be above it. Also, it's been like 2 days. You do not... Yeah, it's hard to say if that fucking spell is going to end while you're all underwater, and that's a terrible way to wake up.
Yeah, I was gonna,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if Seastone wants to give us the gills again, maybe after we wake up.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a morning thing she'll do.
She will nod. I have no spells.
We understand.
We know we're much the same right now.
We're just... It's funny how you all said, oh, out of spells, Maddie's just chock full of magic.
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about? I got spells for days.
Other shark will get in the water and they will see them probably just like burying that dude in this burial spot that's already been made, considering you guys are going to consecrate in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's was a bit of a shit show. It is, as I say, like 1 a.m. when all of this is finally over, so you guys presumably don't stay up much later. Do any of you take watches?
Yeah, might as well.
And there'll be at least one watch with Carrie, like, polishing sea stone, so yeah.
Sure.
She'll be around.
I'll
Yeah.
take a watch with Madilyn. If she'll take a watch with me.
Mousers, tag team.
Are you sure we're going to be actually watching?
I feel like one of you has to watch, otherwise I give you disadvantage even though you got help.
I mean, I'll try and keep watch.
There's
I'll
nothing
try.
fairer in the world than saying if you guys take your take your watch together, I make you do it with disadvantage.
I mean, I have keen senses, so it does cancel out a bit.
You just grab Athia out of him.
Yeah, you guys could each just like split up so it's just a mouse. A mouse each. Yeah, you guys cannot be trusted for night watches, and this is known.
Alright,
Yeah.
fine.
The mouse is artifacting the Milky Way, splitting the two errant lovers.
Yep. At least for this, Eve. Yeah, give me perception checks then, Ceridwen, Athia, and presumably Kellin as opposed to Madilyn. You guys can each get advantage from your respective companions of the Eve.
Alright.
Okay.
I am the Perceptist.
Oh, it's a good thing I had that advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sure
you
would have
checked
been
that you
Athia and Madilyn, crit fail, and so something happens in the night.
Oops.
No, you're fine instead. You aren't caught like mid-nut by like some horrible monster that's come to steal these bones.
No.
Although, speaking of course, stealing bones, Elloe, you wake up with a shark impaled on you.
Yay! And I presume the other shark on my face.
Yeah, pretty much. They're doing a heck and smooch.
Yes, good.
Yes, good.
This is everything Elloe wanted in life.
Yep. You are all, however, woken up by the first Sahwajan returning from the water and sort of like patting everyone's tents.
Ah, what?
It smells like an orgy everywhere.
Don't look at me.
Anyway,
I
can we
think
help
that's
you with
where we're
something?
Really?
Don't you wish to go? It is first light.
Oh, right. Yes, of course.
There are complainy, half-snoring noises from your mattress, Ceridwen.
Yeah, just a few minutes to wake up.
Oh, that can easily be arranged to like a chunk,
Oh no.
blank.
Wakey,
Here's
wakey.
Yep. I have put on ears,
Oh my goodness.
shoot up in blank in the sky.
Yep.
That just
All
seems
right,
rude.
everyone, you are now very awake. The sea stone goes bolt upright. Ceridwen fucking tumbles. Excellent.
I'll just go tumble
Maddie's
off into
been-
the sea.
Matt is
Nice.
up and up and up. She's not in
Oh
the
my-
water. She's happy that she.
God, Maddie,
Woke
what is
up,
wrong with
got-
you?
It is daylight. It is morning. We're ready to go. Right up and at it.
Someone's peppy.
I need to get Bane or something. Can I learn silence?
Silence.
Hold on. Still doing my spell preps for the day. I'm just gonna.
Carrie, would you be so kind as to see how much of this area is desecrated? Is it just the...
Sure.
Yep. Your perceptive powers last long enough for you to like run the cone around and explore. Generally, like this portion of the map, up to the sandbanks, desecrated.
That's a lot of area.
Yep. Obviously, the source of desecration is the altar.
Wow, who would have thought?
Yeah.
You mean it wasn't the skull?
Do you have any holy water on?
What even is that? That a kraken?
No, but
It's
I
great.
prepared ceremony today, so I can make some.
I will also. I'll help you make
Yeah.
some as well.
I got 2 vials. You want them?
Oh,
If we want to at least get rid of the source of it, we will need like 4.
You'll need 4
Ah.
vials of holy water for consecrating the altar, or at least undesecrating it, and you'll also
Undesecrating
probably want one for undesecrating the grave this Sahajin was buried in.
So we need 5 bottles of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It would
you can
require
eat 3.
a vast amount to undesecrate this whole area.
Yeah, no, that is. Let's see here.
Sounds like the job for a Hallow spell, but we don't have the access to that kind of power.
No.
7, 8, 9, 10, 10. Yeah, maybe like 100 bottles of holy water.
It's a
Yeah,
lot.
let's just stick to the 4 for this and the 1 here.
if we have 2 from Maddie, Madilyn, I'll make 1 if you can make 2, because it takes an hour each, and you have ritual casting and I don't.
Yes, it would take not as long for me to do it.
Well, it wouldn't take you spell
No,
slots. It takes you the same
It
amount
wouldn't
of time.
take you spell slot. It definitely still take. In fact, it takes you an hour and 10.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So yeah.
an hour and 20 later we can have the holy water we need. It's also 25 GP per vial, so...
That's weird. This says it's a casting time of 1 action. That doesn't sound right.
What ceremony?
Yeah, this website I'm looking at says it's
Yeah, that's
but the
wrong.
compendium says it's weird.
Yeah, use the MD Beyond the list of spells there.
Do
Oh,
you
hey, while I
not-
have the spell prepared, does anyone want to be married or come of age?
Yeah, sure. Can I
mean-
marry these two?
And
I'd
if
love
they
to be
consent.
married, but that's not the time or place for it.
Do the sharks consent to be married?
I mean, tempting prospect. However, it's very unlikely that she can, stay here in Sharkland and breathe shark.
Unfortunately, that
Yeah,
was the worst.
Not a very sustainable relationship right there.
That was the worst realization I had. Was we finally got to the place where I could presumably fill one of my character's goals, but I can't breathe water forever. Shit.
Yep.
Alright.
If you can
So-
figure out breathing water forever, you can make the ultimate harem of, muscular sharks.
Yeah, it sounds like you're not quite the ultimate creature. You need to do a little bit to fix that.
Well, whenever Kellin's balls finally drop, I can give him a coming-of-age ceremony.
Oh,
Like stare.
not even a healing word can get the boy off the ground for that.
He
Don't worry,
didn't
I
even
got
say
this.
anything for the last
I got-
hour.
Don't worry, I can lesser restoration him. Go for her.
Well, for the next 24 hours, you get a D4. You get basically guidance on all of your ability checks.
Is that what the ceremony's coming of age does?
Yeah.
Nice.
by the
Madeline, you
way-
got any salve for that burn?
Pets.
I could do a big,
Fix
big
your
heal.
base hit points for leveling up.
Oh, I did. I did not fix that. Thank you.
Savage. So savage. But yes, you can perform the necessary ceremonies to produce extra holy water. I imagine, between Athia, Maddie, Kellin, and Elloe, they have enough smarts done up together to create a breakfast without Madilyn's help.
I can certainly try.
Wait, I have,
You can
I have
eat
cooking
tuna raw.
proficiency.
Yeah, but you're
making
doing a
holy water.
ceremony.
Yeah, only 1.
Oh, right, that's
You're
true.
just
You could do
still-
it for the other hour.
That's
Yeah.
still an hour, yeah.
You guys don't have to eat the moment you wake up. God, fucking animals.
I never do.
Yeah, I don't either, really.
I don't eat.
See, I make good food.
It's true. You do make a delicious, delicious breakfast.
Madilyn taught me.
That's right.
That's good. It's very good.
Yes, good.
She is
Another
a-
reason.
Yeah, she is a good
Anyway, you
cook.
finish copulating, and then just in time you smell food. It's perfect.
Excellent. This is turning out to be a very good day.
How do you like your eggs fertilized?
Scrambled. Oh, my favorite fucking dumb joke. It's just a harpy that just says, I love scrambled eggs.
Oh, wow.
It's just a what?
A harpy. You know, dressed slutty, of course, it just says, I
Oh.
love scrambled eggs.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, you can feast and you can travel. The Shirks will accompany you to the sunken village.
Presumably after we've been gillified again.
Yes, Seastone has the necessary means to, like, actually cast all over you guys.
Good, good.
It's not like the bleeding hours of the morning. Between she and her shamans, she has enough stuff on hand just about to get all of you guys sorted. Usually not a problem when she's in, like, her home with all of her components, but a bit of a different thing out here. She doesn't just sort of carry around ritual stuff in vast quantities. But she can get there.
Yeah, that's fair.
At the sunken village. I'm just not going to bother moving you around because I have to shift tokens and shit. Can't be bothered. You are confronted once more with this, like, wall of stone safe deposit boxes sealed tightly, hopefully against the weather itself. Seastone and the other Shirks are watching with interest as you approach. What is it you plan on doing?
I am going to ask the Earth to, well, a road. I'm going to ask it to part for me.
Ah, okay.
As if nature had taken its toll on the wall for another 100 or 200.
That sounds convenient. We can help carry this all back.
Well, I'm sure the others would appreciate the assistance.
Cast a spell.
Work your
Let's see
magic,
its
honey.
card.
I will approach the wall of boxes and I will lay my hands on it and ask nature to do its work. It's the timeless work that it does in a much shorter period of time. Stone shape. And make the wall just crack across, like just around the boxes and around behind the boxes, just to kind of detach a portion of the rock from itself.
Yeah, there is a problem with stone shape.
Oh yeah?
5 feet in any dimension.
It's only 5. So like, what do you mean by that?
This thing is a wall of stone boxes, and you can only affect like 5 foot of stone at a time. Their example is a really annoying one because it says you could shape a stone door or its frame, but what it literally means is like fuck up some of the stone that makes up the frame of a door in order to seal it shut. Like,
So I could like do.
You can do a
Like-
5-foot square of the wall. You can do some of the boxes, like however many are in 5 feet. and
How
then
many?
Do a chunk every
Okay,
day.
well, how many times would I have to do this then? Do you think? Do I estimate how much it would take to?
it's like 15 foot across, 10 foot, 15 foot high.
God, that's actually really big.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's really
it's
huge.
a
Wait,
it's a
how-
bunch of lockboxes.
How thick did you say it was?
In
The
what way?
wall
Sorry.
itself?
The wall itself?
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. It's not a
Yeah.
5-foot cube. It's no more than 5 feet in any direction. So as long as it's not more than 5 feet deep, which safety deposit boxes aren't.
I mean, it's set in a great big stone wall. Like,
Yeah, I
it's
don't
stone
think
up
we can-
against stone. It's not skinny work.
I don't think we can really take these out now.
Well,
we can take a
it
section.
would take several days.
How often can you cast this?
Once per day. I only just reached the power to do this. I can only do it once.
Seastone will sort of rub her chin and get into a conversation with her companions before turning to you.
It's not a ritual, so.
You know what? We certainly owe you. I could collect a few of my boys and girls and have them come and carefully excavate this for you. It might take a little while, but we could do so.
Are you sure?
She'll spread her hands. No skin off our backs besides a few days' work.
Well,
Well,
how
we
wide
are
was the
going-
wall, DM, with the boxes that have contents?
Like 15 foot of boxes across and 10 to 15 foot of boxes like up. If you were to imagine this being like a square wall, like in a bank's safety deposit
There's
set.
like 6 segments of 5
Okay,
feet.
then
Yeah.
you could make a cut across like as deep as you can. That way.
Yeah, but I
that's
mean,
what we were
it
saying,
sounds like
but
we're
it'll
just
take
gonna
days.
let the sharks do careful
Yeah,
excavation for a
they
few days.
can they can
Yeah.
just chisel away at this thing for a few days instead of
Yeah,
Madilyn traveling up here and doing magic for a few days every day.
I mean, we're going to be
Yeah.
in their village for a few days anyway, doing the ritual of brand your wounds, so...
Yeah.
Collecting goodies.
yeah, but I was referring that it could speed up because 5 feet deep like that.
I mean, the wall
If
it's
you
pressed
go
up against too
horizontal.
is. I mean, yeah, you could go quote unquote horizontal. You'd still be taking away like a vast chunk of wall. This presses up against a wall that itself is probably like a few feet thick. It's carved out of the wall. Like I can't describe
Yes,
this often
but-
enough. It's not an easy job, and Stone Shape doesn't
I
cover
know.
enough ground. You'd only be cutting part way into it across.
I know, but it's to help the sharks speed it up. Like it helps them.
I mean, sure, but not a massive amount. It
Not
will
a
cut
lot.
off. It'll cut
Yeah.
off 5 feet of cutting, and they're chiseling it off of the wall as opposed to cutting through like one side of the wall and out the other end again. Anyway,
Yeah. So let's go ahead and go back to the village and let the shark do the work.
yeah, they'll handle it. It would help them, but it doesn't help them to a point that matters, especially since it still would end up being days
Well,
and days of work.
I'll take a chunk of their work away and we'll detach like a segment.
Sure. I mean,
Well-
with your power, you could just steal a box, quote unquote, without like ruining the contents.
Sure. Out of curiosity, I don't suppose there's any, like, tablets of receipt or anything in here, like, that would indicate who owned which boxes?
It's you don't see anything along that lines when you look around. Unfortunately, it may be that there'll be identification in the boxes, but these are like people who have passed and have been burned, and their belongings have been stored.
I will ask Ash if any of these boxes happen to belong to her, other than that one we already opened. Or to her wife.
Let's see here. Good old +0 intelligence checks. Wow. Okay. She will point at one that she believes belonged to her husband. She wasn't there for his passing, but she just has a feeling about that one in particular.
Then let's take that one right.
Sure.
Which one, Kina? You don't know.
The one I point to.
Yeah.
There we go.
Bloody pedants. Alright. So, you are able to cast the spell and, like, essentially cut this box free. And yeah, you have its contents. It's still sealed and should probably stay that way in case it destroys everything inside.
Yeah, we'll wait till we get back up on the surface for that.
That's where at least Maddie's heading.
Yep, okay. And then from there, you can travel back to the Shrook village, the village under the Sea of Stars. And true to the Sea of Stars' name, by the time you arrive, it's evening. You guys have traveled like a pretty decent distance underwater. And there are sharks to meet you. They're like patrolling routes and keeping an eye out, but they, catch up with you guys and then runners, quote unquote, go up ahead to let others know that the rest of you are arriving. And then there are a great series of just fucking Sahuagin waiting to pat you guys on the back and tell you that you're all awesome warriors and shit.
That's great. That's good.
Yes, valor. And
Validation.
there is, of course, a big meal prepared for you all.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Nice.
Dinner and drunk.
All right.
I suppose while we're celebrating, I will ask the shamans if they would like me to, bless all of her people over the next few days, since we're going to be waiting on these excavations anyway. We may.
Yeah, they absolutely super want that. Seastone also wants that. It sounds fucking great.
That's all right. I figured she'd want that.
Yeah.
I'll work out I'll work out the deal. Like maybe if they could provide me with the pearls, since that's so abundant. I could take one pearl for for myself for every 2 sharks that I brand.
Sure, Seastone will nod slowly. It's an agreeable. Your marking. How does it function on those of us who have, well, both? And she will gesture at herself. And some few of my girls are similarly blessed.
There is some, bleed over from it. Once the brand is active, there is an increase in virility.
Well, this seems very acceptable.
Otherwise, it works normally.
Excellent. Yay, more virility. Yay, more fertility. Yeah, the shamans will totally accept this deal. Ceridwen, you are entreated to Seastone's enhanced virility.
Oh my. Glug glug.
Let's see here. So, while you are going about this, little cleric, more than a few, the shamans get to go first, and more than a few of them are going to try and put the moves on you.
On me?
Of course. You got them all effectively pantsless and presented for you in the first place, and more than a few of them are like, this is awesome, you want to have a fucking go.
They immediately want to try it out.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there are a couple of them, and you were presented with women of all shapes and sizes, and genitals of all shapes and sizes.
Oh.
It'd make Puppy Dog very sad if you cut him.
And what if Puppy Dog got to join in?
And what if I ordered you to come here and join?
I mean, it's Madilyn's order. I can't really disobey.
Nice.
Only if my mate here can indulge as well.
They seem more than amenable with this concept. And yeah, you can. You find that your work is somewhat extended. It's a slightly longer day working on all of the shaman when it turns out that a few of them are going, by the way, also the heroes will have sex with you. It's great.
I mean,
Suddenly the line's
some
wrapped around on itself.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
like
mean,
some of them that you come back and they've already been branded.
Wait a minute. I mean, I budgeted. I mean, technically, I could do it 3 times an hour. However, I did budget myself some prep time for only 2 an hour.
Well, I mean, there's different kinds of prep as well, and they're happy to help you with that part.
So how about those 3 days of work? Yeah.
Yeah, no, there is absolutely, by the time you're finishing up for the night, you're like, wait a fucking second. She's already branded and wiggling in front of you. The body is willing. The spirit is willing, but the body is weak. Yeah, feel free to give me some constitution saves, you two. It's going to be a long day.
Spongy and what?
Spongy and weak.
Yeah. At some
Body is
point.
Spongy and easily bruised.
Yeah, at some
That's
point I'll
it.
probably miss on like one of these to go pick up the pendant, but looks like one of them. Okay, Constitution saves.
Yep. Let me see him.
Oh, how many do you want?
This is just an overall. Madilyn, you're doing okay. Athia, you have a rank of exhaustion. When you go to get the pendant, it's because you're just like, oh, I gotta die.
You need a break.
Swim
Can I
away.
take any more, Captain?
She's given her all she's got.
Okay, so this gonna take 3 days, you say, or
Yeah, roughly. And indeed, we move over to the Mousers. Both of you are going up topside, yes?
I am
Yes.
pets volunteered for that.
Sure. Okay, then. So, when you guys get back up to the surface, you are greeted by the sight of Kaede and Thena. They are sat at a campfire, talking about just random things with the wolf
Right.
girl that you guys rescued.
Oh, it's just the right map.
I pulled you over to the start screen because you can see their icons, yes?
Ah, yeah.
Yes.
There is no camp.
Yeah,
screen.
I get to say hello to Dragon.
Yep. You are greeted by the companions. Teller will pout when it is not Ceridwen returning yet. Similarly for Nidhogg, destroyer of bacon.
Yeah. Just don't worry, there'll be a few days. They have a lot of things to take care of.
Pouting noises intensify, but now you have dragon sight on your head, Maddie. And yeah,
Yay.
it's dragon sudden fluttering off that catches the attention of everybody else, and Kaede and Thena will wave you over. Oh hey, we just made food.
Hey, busy puking up water. It's like, thumbs up.
Oh, okay. And yeah, it's not just the wolf girl either.
Oh,
There is another mystery person. Let me just
Lagasp.
Lagasp.
Little Red Riding Bork.
Little Red Balkanred.
I don't know. I thought for a moment that it looks like a cut of pizza.
Well, like if I just zoom out, right? Oh, yeah. Oh my god, fuck, I want pizza. Never mind. It's definitely a Borka, dressed in red. You can also see that resting on Blackhead Borka's back is like a fucking great bow. And Little Red Riding Bork over there appears to have 2 maces strapped across her back. They are sat at the fire and now observing you curiously with tails wagging.
Oh, hello there. Just let me get this all out. Just turns to the side and gets the last bit up before she gets her rebreather back on.
Sure, there's probably still like a
Okay.
bit of coughing. Before your rebreather is returned, you can smell food. It smells spicy and like chickeny.
Ah. There we go. Commander Cobra's back here.
Yeah. Oh, what's a curious mask? Thank you. You must be the heroes who saved us. They'll each stand up and politely curtsy to you both, the Squeakers.
Yes.
Oh. We're a part of the ones that saved. The others down in
Yeah.
Shark Village negotiating or something.
Oh, well, hopefully they turn up soon. Although we'll be in the area for a few more days at least, once we've, got properly back on our feet. Still feeling very groggy after whatever that poison was.
I imagine. I'll gesture
Ah.
over to the worker in red. I don't remember seeing you at all. Where'd you come from?
I caught up later. I heard that my dear wife here had gotten into some trouble and came looking for her. My thanks for her
yeah.
rescue. Appreciated.
Yeah, it was in timely manner, to say the least.
Yeah, by the sounds of it, yes. Your friends here have told us a good deal as well. She will indicate Kaede and Thena, who are both, serving up bowls of what appears to be chicken soup. And first, Borka will speak up again. Sorry. My name. My name is Sorceress. Astrasdotr.
And
Red Riding Bork will smile. And I am her shield wife, Felga.
just, well, doesn't do a curtsy because she doesn't know how to do a fucking curtsy. Just waves a Maddie Maker Mouse.
And I'm Kellin Charmingsson.
Where have I heard Charmingsson before? Oh, your Squeaklings, how wonderful.
Yes.
Yes, please, we just finished cooking. I came with food and ingredients. The shield wife will wave you to this pot of chicken soup, and you can see that there is a small metal and stone miniature oven thing that's just resting on top of a fire, and from it comes the delicious smell of fresh baked bread.
Ooh.
She bought a little travel oven.
Nice.
Fancy.
And yeah, they start serving out food. Do you want to ask them any questions? They are totally amenable and, of course, very thankful. They apologize they don't really have much cash to hand, but if you're ever in Jarl Sauron's territory, then he'll be fucking glad to take you into his halls.
Where is
Which
Jarl
one is
Sauron's
Jarl
territory?
Sauron? I'll grab her token and use it as a marker.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Jarl Sauron's territory is Ulfhold and the Fortress Raid.
Oh, hey, we're actually passing by there. In the near future.
Yep.
Yeah, a fair bit of time.
That is where they are from.
And you probably know one of your rescuer is, well, Ceridwen Bolgraf's daughter.
Why, that's... I wanted to meet her. I'm very sad that I missed my chance.
Oh, you'll get a
Families
chance
got
again.
together recently.
Well,
No, she wasn't there.
you sort of did meet her, but you were unconscious.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I mean...
She's still here around. You'll meet her eventually if you stick around a little bit.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, they will sit there and nom food with you guys.
So what were you doing way up here?
I was on a pilgrimage. Velgo was still staying back in the, near town a couple days ago. Well, a couple days away, sorry. I came here on a journey to see the goddess.
Goddess where?
Bellatrix. It's a little bit of a ways off my destination, if the maps I've got are right.
Would it-
But
Would it happen to be like a small altar on like a peak of water, or like with some sandbanks around?
no, it's a great big cave pressed into a cliff full of the bones of fallen dragons.
Okay. See, yeah, maybe you don't know. The assholes we killed, that we're gonna kill you, sacrifice you to whatever. Yeah, we'll kill a couple of more of them.
Huh. And they had an altar?
Yeah,
Well, I'm
then
a little
or
bit
the
insulted that
Bellatrix.
you assumed I have anything to do with that.
No, because the altar was desecrated.
Okay, was it a Bellatrix altar?
I don't know.
Scratch her head, look to Kellin.
See,
I
because
don't.
one of the other,
remember.
yeah. See, the ones that knew are back in negotiation shark village there.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess we'll have to hang around just to make sure there hasn't been any desecration of our cave.
Yeah, they spend some time to consecrate the entire area and like all the graves there and stuff.
She'll, like, her ears will tuck back and she'll ponder for a bit. Consecration isn't my specialty. What about you, honey? And the other wolf will scratch the back of her head. No, I smash stuff still.
Yeah, what's the word? We have, well, of the Raven herself. So she went around and we got the Hagen. Yeah,
Okay.
Ceridwen is of Hagen.
Okay, so Haganites. Sure, I mean, they
And
recognize symbols of Bellatrix, I'm sure.
yeah,
Sure.
but what's the word of what's the name of that Raven one again? DM.
The Raven Queen isn't a goddess.
Um,
No, the one that Gothy here likes.
Oh, Madilyn believes in two of them, Tam and Embla.
Tamarin?
Tam and Embla. Tam of the spirits of nature, and Embla, the goddess of life.
Oh, and there was I'm gonna mention that because what's the name again? Maddie remembers that better than I do. Oh yeah,
Sure,
we
sure.
got this spooky one that likes Tam and Blah. So they went
Okay.
around
Quite a collection.
cleaning up all the bad. Yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough. Did you see any images for Bellatrix? She'll hold up a little, like, reach into her shirt and hold out a holy symbol. You can see that it's like this silver cast axe and shield. Although the back side of it doesn't appear to be made of silver itself, presumably because it's resting against her all the time. And that would be in pretty poor faith for a lot of people who are weirs.
I do, other character, I do remember that has been mentioned when we're passing along a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, the altar, you certainly looked at it because you were helping with checks and stuff. That it had no symbols of Bellatrix on it.
Yeah, but I have a vague memory of it's been mentioned before on the tour thwart stat.
Yes, Bellatrix has been mentioned because her holy site is around that area.
No, the altar did not have that symbol. That I do remember. So she has a holy site nearby.
Fair enough.
Well, so think positively. It wasn't an altar like that.
Are Felga's maces flanged? Yes, they are. In fact, Felgo would appear to be a cleric, and Soressa would appear to be a divine soul bladelock.
Interesting combination.
A divine soul bladelock. Fucking Mary Sue, get out of here.
Yeah, no, she's just a very religious bladelock. She follows Bellatrix. Although it would appear her packed weapon is a great bow.
Oh. I'm surprised it's not also just a bigger flanged mace.
No, but
Yeah,
Savin,
she will sigh and indicate when she flexes that there isn't a massive amount of muscle going on there.
That's why you use your
Savin,
charisma.
it's a great bow that shoots flanged maces.
There you go.
Her great bow deals bludgeoning damage. They're all flanged arrowheads.
Also, I like how it's like, I'm not very strong, so I use a great bow.
Yeah, she cheats. It's a magic string.
Yeah, it's fucking the D&D string. It's still dumb.
It is. It's super dumb.
Still,
I'm sorry, my
pounds
strength
of
isn't
gold.
very high, but my dexterity score is great, so clunk, draw.
What about a set of
release.
bolas that the ends, instead of just balls, are
Flanged
flanged mace
bolas.
heads?
All right, so we're all in agreement that all of like Bellatrix's weaponry and clerics and everything followers all use flanged versions of whatever weapons.
No, for the most part, the axe is the holy weapon for them. The flanged mace reality is a recent discovery so far as could be discerned.
Oh, that's interesting.
I love this setting.
So how did you stumble upon them?
Well, that's the question. I was camping at night. No fire or anything. I have, had a snow tent. You just sort of plant it in the ground, throw on camouflage, and go to sleep. And I don't even get bothered by monsters and stuff, but... No, when I sort of came to, I was being punched unconscious again. And then when I woke up, I found I got rescued.
Oh well, that's good.
It's a shame, I really like that tent.
Well, can't or your life. I think you value the other one more.
Oh, well, yeah, totally. And I really appreciate it. I super do.
You just don't need to keep thanking. You've already said that once. Oh,
Fair enough.
6 times, but once is enough.
She'll nod. Yeah. Do you have any questions for them? Otherwise, they'll probably ask questions about you guys. You're certainly the more interesting adventurers in their eyes than just, some noble daughter and her shield wife on a pilgrimage.
Well, she's more than welcome to ask any questions because people don't fucking ask Maddie any questions, so sure.
Yeah, sure. A lot of her questions are more like, combat and adventure oriented, like what glorious things have you gotten up to in your time, and I don't know, what tales do you tell?
Well, other than the ones that we murdered here that was trying to drag Ceridwen down to hell, we can tell about what is it? Some good one would be. Oh yeah, the spider, the legendary bard, and the giant ass armored murderhead.
Oh yeah, they eat these stories up with great gusto. Would either of you like to give a performance check? You can give the other person advantage.
How's your performance there?
It is a 2.
I have a 0. You get to roll.
Oh my
Wow,
god!
fuck, you tell an incredible
Nice.
story. You know what? You tell this. Yeah, you can totally take inspiration. I was going to say you tell your tales to these two, and they are a rapt audience recreate and repaint those scenes, and as you go, you remember all those sensations and those feelings, the terror and the excitement all at once. Turns out that when you sit down at a fire and take food and drink with these people, these old combats and fights of the past seem oh so very real for that brief moment. And
Does anyone
when
not
you're
have
finished,
inspiration that wants it?
I'll take it.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
and when you're finished, both the girls appear to be quite satisfied.
Kellen's ears are very expressive, you see. He tells a good story.
True.
Yeah, excellent. And, well, has anyone got anything else that they want to mention in 3 days? Otherwise, Sharks will bring unto you guys a wall of safe boxes and help you get them above the surface.
Yeah,
Well,
I need to do something on the first night.
Sure.
Yeah,
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Yes.
I
When
was gonna start crafting something up on dry land. I can do that in silence.
Yep, yep.
yeah, in the first night when Madilyn and Athia go back to the room, she's gonna pull out 2 pendants. So, I've been thinking for a while. Well, I kind of want to be more than girlfriends, you know?
Oh,
Yeah, I want to be your one and only wife and all that.
oh, that's very bold of you.
Yeah, yeah.
And you
Cat?
would want our. You are okay how we are?
Yes, absolutely. I really enjoy being under you.
Yes, I would certainly say you do. And you wanted to continue? Well, that's
Yes.
nice. That makes me happy.
So, will you be my eventual wife then?
Let me think. This is gonna make you wait.
Anxious, nervous,
That's such a
and
cruel alpha move.
anxious, nervous, tail
You
wagging.
dare fucking do that to me, I'll slap your shit.
And then after a minute, she'll get up and will go and like give you some ear. I think that would be nice.
Tail wagging very much intensifies, and she'll gently, if you let her, put one of the pendants around your neck.
She will.
And then she'll show up the matching one in her hand and put it around her neck.
All right. That looks very nice.
Yeah. Saw the pearls here in the village the other day and thought they'd be perfect for this.
What kind of a necklace is it?
It's something like a little bit like this. Give me 1 second to link. Is it square brackets then round brackets?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. It's like this. Kind of encapsulating a little bit of metal.
This looks very nice. Although I think on you it might be a little bit more appropriate if you had this little thing here hanging off of the front of a car.
Well, perhaps in winter we can get that arranged.
Yes, I think that would look very good on you.
And not to spoil too much surprise, but I'm kind of working on a little something that I think you'll enjoy here in a bit.
Oh, well, please surprise me.
I'll definitely try to.
Now, I know it's been a very long day, and you've been oh so good. But perhaps you would appreciate some more private time between.
I always want more private time between us. Can never get enough of you.
Oh, I'm sure. Now be a good girl and get down.
She'll immediately get down.
Good girl. Alright.
And then a fade to black as that Dom scene happens.
And that just goes sliding right onto the Patreon votes.
Yeah, I guess it could. That'd be fun. Okay, excellent. And while you were doing that, hey, guess what? That wedding ring is got critted on for being made.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, those holy individuals in front of it were like, "Fuck yeah, you want us to like literally bless the shit out of that?" So it's magic. Congratulations.
Nice.
Didn't
All
expect
right.
to get over a 20, but you know, I expected to be like just a fucking just double ones or something. Like it's. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
we're not very
first-
good at blessing.
Yeah. I was thinking like I put the DC for the craft on itself pretty high as well.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. And yeah, the very next day, this would be on day one, so 2 days later, by this point, Maddie has done a little crafting and gotten a little blessing. And some sharks arrive. There will be some knocking at Seastone's door, and Ceridwen, you are removed from Seastone so that she can go and answer the door.
You're having your own Dom session.
Yeah, I'll just float.
I'll just get rid of this rank of exhaustion I have, I hope.
No, you get an extra one now.
New ranks. Yeah, there's no way that you got a full night's rest, I'm afraid.
Oh,
Climb on the dick again.
not even on the second or third night.
Okay, maybe by night 3.
All right.
Alright then. Let's see here. Yeah, you can see that there are a couple of buff-looking Sahuagin dudes. They will nod politely and thump their chests before Seastone calls you out to the front door.
Huh? What? Oh, hold on. Put something on, I guess. A little shirt and come up.
Aren't all your shirts like white? I don't think that there's anything under here.
Wait, no, Ceridwen doesn't have anything that's white. All of her clothing
Oh
is
no,
black.
yeah, that's right. All of your clothing's black.
Yeah. Because you're like a goth puppy now.
What do you mean now?
Yeah,
She's always...
I mean, you've always been a goth
She
puppy,
grew
yeah.
up around Madilyn. Madilyn dictated her clothing for
You
clothing
grew up.
favors.
You grew up well, kid. You grew up well.
Yeah, but remember, if she's gonna walk anywhere, she has to be in the suit of armor. She's too buoyant otherwise.
No, I'm not walking
Big
away. I
titty
float.
giant GF.
I doggy
Titty
paddle.
giant goth GF. Sorry.
Yeah. BGGGTF.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Greetings. We have acquired the safes. And they will indicate that
Saves?
they are between them carrying a wall.
Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, did Kellin ever come back down here, or...
No.
I thought I did.
I mean, if you
A
wanted to go
couple
back
days,
underwater,
right?
yeah, you're there for a few days. However, if you're above ground for 2 days, then you can't because you need like the spell to go underwater, and that wears off.
I mean, I have an hour underwater either way.
Oh right, yeah, you could just like skip down there and quickly just like stop poking at your neck while you're like holding your breath.
Yeah.
That is a good point. You could go down there quickly.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I will just like hold on a second to go actually get dressed and then go find Kellin. Cause yeah, this is his
Yeah, he
jam.
can't open them on the water.
Or yeah, I guess what I'm gonna do is find Elloe and then we'll take it from the Shark Boys and take it up to the surface and like slide it up onto the beach for him.
Oh yeah.
Let that shit dry up a bit.
Kellin, we have
Oh, you-
presents.
All you need to do is do a handstand to get it out of you. It's fine. Everything's fine.
No, because
Try not to
Kellin can do a
all of the
handstand.
semen will flow from her body.
Oh, look at that. Ceridwen. Older daughter.
If there's
Madilyn,
one
Madilyn,
thing Kellin
Maker
is,
Mouse.
it's nimble.
Hello. Let me just. Oh, what's that?
Oh, hi there.
Spray water down on my feet. One sec. Okay. Hello. Oh, hi.
That's
You're
very
awake.
great. Greetings.
Yeah.
I wanted to thank you personally for helping. I wouldn't have made it without you guys.
Yeah.
My name is
no
Sorceress.
problem.
Sorceress Astrasdotr.
Oh, Jarl Saren's daughter.
That's right. And her tail will wag.
Yeah.
And this is my shield wife, Roga.
Carrie will stick out a big old hand for a shake. It's lovely meeting you both.
Gives you a shake.
Yay, more puppies. Hey,
I'm
Kellin,
sorry
open
we've
this.
been underwater doing stuff. Glad you stuck around, though. Kellin, where are you?
Yeah.
I'm over here.
Oh, you're already working on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just finished excavating a sunken village. Fought more of those creepy bastards that kidnapped you.
Yes, I heard about them.
Don't suppose you guys have any beef with the Raven Queen, huh?
No.
Alright.
They'll both make respective religion checks between them. They've had a few days to try and figure that shit out before Froga goes. I mean, she's technically not a part of the Pantheon, so definitely no beef.
Right, well, it seems some of her corrupted servants are running amok in this region. They've been attacking the Shark Village on and off, and now they're kidnapping people off the surface, too.
That's a problem. And they're all cultists?
No, they're definitely not cultists. Those are horrible bone constructs, and they're led by supernatural beings. Those aren't humans. When they die, they get sucked straight to the dark place. I almost got dragged with them twice, but luckily, Carrie will indicate her magic-ass sword. Ashlander here devours the dead, so they didn't get all the way.
Well, that is a good thing and interesting both. They'll share looks, and then, of course, both these two fucking, Bellatrix weapon nerds will inspect your sword.
Oh, yeah, sure. This is Ashlander. Schwing.
Oh, a pleasure. She'll hold out her hand as though to shake, although it essentially breaks down to,
Yeah, I hold her out hilt first so she can shake.
yeah. Shake hands, quote unquote. Oh, she's cold.
She warms up fast, though.
They'll quirk their brows. Then again, this isn't the first time they've heard of people being weapon sexual. They don't appear to mind.
Yeah, you're like, your goddess, shut up.
No,
They've heard the
tales.
tales. They definitely assume that when you say she warms up fast that you're talking about sex stuff, and they're like, fair enough.
No, she means in the literal sense.
Oh, yes,
Oh.
it's an intelligent
Okay.
sword. Sorry.
Well, I mean, nah, never mind.
No,
Fair
really.
enough. Oh, no, I understand that part. I just made some assumptions. My bad.
It's like a little ellipsis forming over Carrie's head, like, what?
You were given a from Ash.
Oh. Oh. Anyway. Oh, while I'm up here, hold on one second. Just gonna, while they're examining the sword, I'm gonna bring Hrothgar back from the dead.
Relieved bear noises, and then he'll flop, roll around in the snow.
Sorry, big guy. You just keep getting punched on.
Huffy bear noises.
Antella, look what I brought you. Take out some, like, deep sea fish.
You are forgiven this time.
I am sorry, don't worry. We'll be leaving shortly.
Okay. She will.
We're gonna go swing by the Cave of War soon. You ever seen a spooky temple dedicated to the war goddess?
Sorceress and Velgo will share a look with each other.
What?
Mind if we join you? That was actually my destination, Sorceress will announce.
Oh, yeah, sure. We're just finishing up some stuff down there, but it won't be more than another day, I reckon. Maybe less, so... Sure, more the merrier.
Excellent. They will nod in satisfaction. And they will also indicate that there is food if you're interested in breakfast. It seems that Hrothgar seems to insist on a hot meal 3 times a day.
Ah. Now, that is a good wife. Sit down, munch.
Smug werewolf tail wagging intensifies.
Oh, they're wares, not hellhounds.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they're wares.
that makes sense. So we haven't really seen many wares this campaign. TBF.
Not a
thought
massive
they were.
amount.
I thought they were just hellhounds.
Nope.
Yeah.
They're wares.
Alright, fair enough.
Okay. Honestly, it's hard to tell the difference between the two, really.
It's almost like
Weird.
hellhounds are were children or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be able to tell the difference if they then went full Borka.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A great big black wolf and a, like, strawberry blonde Borka.
Aw, strawberry brown borker. That's adorable.
That is adorable. So, yeah, you want to fast forward to all of us coming out of the water and going then?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Say,
yeah.
Ceridwen,
Yeah.
you have to say goodbye to Seastone.
I do, and I'm gonna tell her that she is big and strong and beautiful, and that I really like her, and hope that perhaps when winter's thawed, I could see her again.
Yeah, it's not good.
Ah.
It's not goodbye. It's see you later.
Yeah.
She pulls you into her chest and scritches the shit out of you.
Aw. I'll take that as a yes.
You are welcome anytime.
Yes. Waifu.
What was that she whispered?
Nothing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a sigh from your sword.
Shut up, you love her too.
Shut up.
Jeez, Savin, why does the DM let you have 3 wives?
Because she keeps rolling really high persuade checks.
It's almost
Okay,
like
that's
I
fair.
have some sort of superhuman charisma or something.
Fucking crit the shit out of it.
Alright, yeah, that's fair.
Well, I mean, the first 2 were just given to you.
I mean, not given. We had to
They
fight a
were,
whole
they were
dungeon.
they were earned by force of arm,
Yes,
sort of technically.
by trial of combat.
Trial by combat for waifus.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's where the superhuman strength came in. Carrying
Alright.
your retarded 2 nat 20s on your ability scores. I love you.
She's like a very special kind of retarded. It's great.
She
She is actually about as husky pup as it gets. Now that I think about it.
No, she a Malamute. She is
Yeah, okay.
huge and she is charisma.
She is huge in charisma. Just about smart enough to get into total trouble, but will always fall over.
Accurate. But yeah, I will hug the shit out of Seastone and promise to come back as soon as I can. And then, yeah, I guess just be sad for a few days.
Awoo.
Ooh.
Awoo.
Mournful awoos of love's lost. Why was we be separated by land and sea?
It's why couldn't I have been born a Sharko?
The shark puppy. Thank you very much.
We will have the most beautiful baby someday.
Yeah. So, Maddie, are you going to be handing this off on the sly to Athia?
Yes.
Cool. Then I will add just Athia to that in journals. Doot, doot. There you go. Enjoy.
Oh, wow. That's cool. That's good.
Madilyn may pocket 30 pearls, but she fucking earned many more pearl necklaces, that's for sure.
Necklaces. Fucking dress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a busy 3 days. Both of you are probably a little bit sore.
Yeah. That village has been painted white.
Yeah, that sounds entirely accurate.
Your territories are in like a good-natured rivalry at this point in time.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Like, obviously, Saren is jelly that you have like a really good fucking stretch of land, although he himself has a fine one because he makes a ton of tariff on people that come and go through a feelings. Really easy trade.
Yeah. Really, he's just jealous of Bully's hot wife, let's be honest.
He does pretty well for himself if the absolute cutie that she popped out is any indication.
It's a fair point, yeah.
1 second, I need to now find like fucking wolf milf. I'm sure if I just put in wolf milf, I'll fucking find one. Oh, there's some very good ones. There you go. Yol Saren's hot wife.
Nice.
Yep, you guys will get introduced. And are you opening the bag of ease?
Yes. I remember this time.
Yay.
Oh, I really hope it's not fleas this time.
That'd be terrible with 2 extra Borkers.
Yeah.
I'd have to go back in the
want-
ocean and drown them.
I want
Alright.
huskies or corgis.
Alright, give me 1d3. We'll find out how many syllables.
I kind of want Great Pyrenees.
Huskies. We're in the realm of possibilities.
Alright, 1d43, please. Wow.
I know, right?
What the fuck even is that?
Oh, that's not a good sound.
What do you... Oh.
It's a
Oh.
good thing I opened these from far away.
Oh, that's a country. Okay, never mind. Next one along.
You open the bag for a country.
You get Belize.
It came out of the bag. Mom gave it to me. Technically mine. I rule a country now.
It's okay, it's a small country at least.
Okay, so what the fuck is this?
What, you don't want, basically, Mandoa the country?
I put in define babies, and it's like, do you mean vibes? I went, no, I didn't.
But you thought
Vibes
of it.
pop out.
You want good vibes?
Oh my god, that's just an Indian word for wives. I can't make wives fall out of your
Yes, you
bag.
can.
Yes,
Indian,
you
a
can.
bunch of Indian wives fall out.
I mean, I don't see the problem here. Look, Stray is like waifu deprived. Come on.
Alright, sure. So,
No,
Wait,
no,
what?
they're just gonna lead to it's just gonna be a trail of tears. You know it.
no,
gross.
what will happen is that these illusory women's will be around for like an hour and will do nice things, nice wifely things, like have sex with you and make you breakfast. So yeah, you open up the bag and out tumbles like maybe 3 or 4 tan-skinned women wearing silks and veils.
Squint. You're not huskies.
They will respond to you in Indian.
Well, I think you're gonna get some naan bread.
This is true.
That is
they make
true.
a delicious and exotic breakfast for you. There's even enough for curry for everyone.
Everyone has curry for the first time. It's pretty great. It's great.
What
day.
is this stuff?
It's not bad. You think you can learn the recipe from it?
I think I have some of the ingredients for this already.
Make a cooking test. Unfortunately, it's a disadvantage because your teachers only speak Indian.
Can I?
Right.
Can I? No, never mind.
Holy shit!
Holy shit! Again!
I fucking forgot about Kinathis'
His ability to roll incredibly highly on just like really moderately technically pointless shit.
It sure sounds like you know the recipe for curry.
Congratulations!
Okay, cool.
I think you fucking enhanced it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. So it turns out that you have a whole bunch of the ingredients you can add to wherever you record your recipes and stuff, the fact that you now know how to make.
Guys, you're welcome. We now know how to make curry, and curry keeps for travel.
Oh god, that's funny.
Awesome.
There you go.
Wow.
Kobe!
Samosas.
Oh,
paneer.
shikey!
Alright, I'll write these down.
And thus, Madilyn
Wow.
opened up the first curry shop in the north and became incredibly, fabulously wealthy.
Fuck, I really want curry right now.
I have some.
And curry.
All I have is I can make Thai curry after this. Yes.
If Madilyn wants a wing in the house to be a restaurant, I can get us a restaurant for it.
It is. For some reason, Madilyn, you feel this weird moment of connection with your mother. This must be what it feels like to just like pay attention to something for a brief moment and be brilliant at it for no discernible reason.
So that's how she does it.
Congratulations. Those are now on your list. And that's also what you guys have for breakfast. It's delicious.
All right.
Maddie likes this.
Maddie approves it. Maddie will remember this.
No,
Maddie
she
can actually taste it.
properly.
Yeah. Even the tea. Tea is usually that hot stuff that you drink and doesn't have any flavor to it, but this stuff is tasty and spicy and sweet.
It's just good. I like this.
Excellent. Okay, and then you go off on your fucking journey. Oh boy. Okay.
All right. It's only 2:25. We took like an hour to get to this point. We're finally journeying though.
Okay. So. Oh boy. Your destination next is the Cave of War. I'm gonna level with you. There isn't much going on there when you arrive. There is an old cave nestled in the ground. You guys of the main party have presumably heard tales of this before.
Mm-hmm.
There is evidence of like the bones of dragons set into the stone at the like edges of this wall, and you can see further within that there is a series of little nests of like still warm eggs.
Mm-hmm.
As you pass the threshold of this cave and enter within, all of you can essentially feel you're stepping into a land that is consecrated. The two Borkers in your company will immediately fangirl over the fact that they are in the Cave of War. And will say a series of prayers. Would any of you like to join them in prayer?
Carrie will.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a bad idea to give prayer to the goddess's cave that we're in.
Sure. Anyone who wants to is welcome to give me a religion check. You have advantage because you're being led in this procession by a cleric.
Not bad.
Maddie doesn't understand the whole religious devotion.
Sure. Elloe, are you going to... Oh my god, Madilyn. Why does every god want to fuck you now, huh? Like, Pythoon got cucked out of you.
Look, the big titty goth girlfriend is very hard to not.
Transcends divinity, apparently. Pythoon got cucked out of you, and then both Tam and Embla left their marks on you, so he'd stop fucking trying. You sit down in the Cave of War, and Bellatrix is like, I like this one over here. I bet she'd look really hot as a mace.
Hands off my wife, who don't mace her.
Don't mace my wife. My wife. But yes, for the next time, anyone who gets a 15 or higher is engaged in combat. You will have the bless effect upon you for that entire combat.
Aw, shit.
All right,
Nice.
yeah.
Elloe, are you going to join in Worship for War?
Elloe doesn't really. Well, first of all, she doesn't really worship anyone, and second of all, while she appreciates war and appreciates there being a war god, she finds worshiping a war god kind of redundant. Surely the true worship of a war god would just be entering glorious battle, right?
Yeah, of course, worshipping. And fair, a great deal of Bellatrix's like clerics and converts don't tend to actually do much of religion, but those classically educated realize that respect begets power, and Bellatrix's gifts are still gifts on the Battle of War. And you are led through this procession. And Madilyn, where did you learn about the works of Bellatrix that you followed through these motions oh so perfectly into the T?
What did I? Sorry?
Where did you learn about Bellatrix that you followed this so very well?
Well, I think it all starts with a painting that hangs in her home. She doesn't remember where her mother painting it. It was just kind of hanging on the wall one morning. This great painting of like a huge demonic bear monster facing off against this clearly divine hellhound that was like rising up to face down this horrible monster as like a whole bunch of little tieflings are just like clawing at her looking for safety. And she doesn't know where it came from. It was just always there. But then she asked about it a few times, like, and she hears these stories of like how the old party basically overthrew an entire city.
Very cool. Okay.
That painting was actually burned away. Was actually burned.
Mm.
I believe Theory burned it, but
Yeah, she had some PTSD over that.
and now it sits in Madeline's house. Not Madeline's house, Anna's house.
Oh, she saved it?
No, it just kind of appeared one morning
Oh.
after it was burned.
Oh,
It just kind of
okay.
appeared.
She just recreated it in like a perfect clone.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe
That's
it
the,
just
that's the,
cast
that's the
something
magic
on
of
it.
Anna. You just
But
could
maybe
fucking
it
shrug.
was.
It could
Was
be
it
the
there
very
the-
same painting. Who knows?
maybe it was never burned at all.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was just in the house the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys go through the motions, and Madilyn, you know, essentially relive this religious fervor, and the cleric and warlock are very impressed with you. And they will enter deeper into the cave. As you do so, the warmth in here like doubles and redoubles. And I mean, hey, Elloe, you got very, very associated with some dragons in the past. You recognize that smell.
Oh,
These are red dragon eggs. They'll probably be like growing here for another fucking 100 years, but they're red dragon eggs.
hey, my people. Mom was one of those. I wonder why. Oh, I know I'm blue. Keep forgetting.
Chemistry.
It's the same reason why my hair naturally grows like this.
Are those Bellatrix's eggs? I wonder. Oh.
I don't. I'll look to the actual two clerics of the Bellatrix, like, and I'll go. I don't think she lays eggs.
I mean, she doesn't, but her she was in a relationship with a dragon who was a mace.
That's true.
They will like lean in and whisper a few things before shrugging. Yeah,
Good.
these are Bellatrix's children.
Wow.
Oh,
Carrie has like this momentary, overwhelming desire to just like go and sign them or something. She like
I
Carrie
could
was
totally
here.
do a divination ritual and figure that out too.
It's true.
she'll-
No, you were obviously Savin. You see a dragon egg, and suddenly you want to masturbate on the egg.
Ah, yes, of course. Hold on.
The ancient tradition.
yeah.
Don't forget your ovelixirs.
Don't
It
please.
doesn't do gross births.
That's
It
a
doesn't
bad
set
idea.
pregnancies.
Yeah,
That's a good way to get the war god angry at you.
Yeah, that's
don't
how
act-
you
please
get
do not-
smote.
Yeah, please do not jerk off on eggs. They do
No,
not want them
uh,
over easy, but untouched.
At least we're certain that there will be more of my kin later on. I'm sure I'll meet them in a couple 100 years.
Yep.
Yeah, there are a couple working
Yep.
tales. But yeah, this place is warm and safe and consecrated, and works for a stop of rest. Unfortunately, you guys have only really been on the road for like a couple of hours, so there's no point staying too long. The Borkers will part ways with you here.
All
They
right.
will also thank you for the curry. That was delicious. You and your strange magic wives.
Thumbs up.
I will tell them that we'll be by Jarl Saren's territory, and they happen to be there in like a week or so. We'll be stopping by to say hello.
They probably won't be there that soon. They'll be back in Yarsaren's territory before winter itself hits, but they're not in a massive rush right now.
Understandable.
Just like you're not ever in a massive rush to just go home and hang out with mom.
I mean, you fair.
I mean, I'm in the same boat. One of my moms is crazy.
I'll also offer them, like, say, like, you ever need some Arcany stuff done, make sure to look me up, Athia Astrasdotr.
They'll take note of that name. Give you a nod. You get hugs from Blackhair Borka.
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
hug her back, yeah.
However, of course, Red Hood will just give you guys little waves, and then yeah, they're gonna go sit in the cave and do their oblations or whatever the fuck it is they actually do here as part of a Bellatrix pilgrimage. Probably just gonna fucking spar, and then eventually it will probably start looking like Ultimate Surrender.
They'll fucking
man.
spar, and then they'll fucking spar.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to spar here, but I won't get in on their.
On their like
won't-
actual marriage.
Yeah, no. It takes care of a second to be like, oh right, that's.
Yeah, no, neither of them are bards. But that is your time at the Cave of War. And so begins the journey to the Church of Squirrels, which you want to hit before nightfall, correct?
Yeah. I mean, if we can, that'd be a nice
Yeah,
place
yeah.
to spend the day.
It'd be a interesting place to spend the day.
Yeah,
Night.
sure. It's a short journey, but recently there were these big monsters that started, killing things and spooking off a lot of wildlife. And weirdly enough, you guys don't get molested on your journey at all. Unless you, of course, molest each other, but it's never here nor there.
Eyebrow wiggle.
Someone tries to waylay us, we just speed by at Mach 10.
Yeah.
Zoom.
Yeah. Essentially, at this point, you guys don't have to worry about stuff if most of the apex predators aren't around. You might have to worry about it on the journey between the church to the orphanage because it'll be in the fucking deadwoods and they're dangerous. But entering the deadwoods themselves, not a big issue.
It's just coming out of them alive.
Yeah.
What? But guys, I don't believe ROUSs. I don't believe they exist.
You met one, though. Well, no, actually, his size was pretty average now that I think about it. But yeah, let's see here.
In ROUS?
Yeah.
Isn't that me and Maddie?
I mean, you're not unusual though. Squeaklings are not unusual.
There's
We're kind
nothing
of unusual,
about being
actually.
squeaklings.
No. That would be your mother. Your mother is a rodent of unusual size, given that she is large size. Isn't Charming the your
Yes.
other? Yeah, isn't she large size now because she's like old tiefling, old squeakling? I mean.
I don't think she's that old.
No, she was just a weirrat.
Oh,
She'll
yeah.
like actually age and die.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
squeaklings
no,
are
sadly,
kind of
sadly,
rare,
she does
though,
not
for-
just keep getting bigger until she's large size. She becomes an old lady.
No.
Well, let's hope we don't run to UGB, Unidentifiable Great Beast.
Well, here's the thing. We won't find out about her ending because we're going to Shivs after this, so it's fine.
It's true. It's fine.
Well,
All right.
Well, then Maddie won't ever have a closure.
Nope.
So, is this our marching order? Does it matter?
It doesn't massively matter. But I mean, this is generally what the travel looks like. You can feel free to shift yourselves around as you please.
I was about to say, let's move the nerd to the back, the tanks back
yeah,
up to the front.
nerds. Get out
Sure.
of here.
Well, effectively, you guys are on carriages.
It's
I
true,
I mean,
but still.
I'm not. But
Okay, you are.
Yeah, you're on a bear.
Kaide is on a carriage. Presumably, so too are Madilyn and Athia and
Yeah.
Kellin. Basically, there's no reason for you guys in the middle of fucking autumn to not be inside the nice warm caravan while you're traveling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just wondering because we went to an actual page, and I was wondering if we were about to get way.
Nah,
So-
why would you get waylaid? But
It would be nice if she didn't instantly explode.
Yeah, I put her back there. Don't worry.
Sure. Okay. So, you reach the limits of the dead wood, and it's not the most hospitable place to travel through. Even with the elk helping, there is only so much that can be done for the sheer size of your vehicle, and so you have to take a very specific path. One that looks like it has been barely traveled by travelers before.
Fair. It's difficult terrain and thus cancels out the elk.
Well, it's more like the elk allows you to ignore difficult terrain, but there is difficult and there is impassable, and there are definitely vast swaths of this land that is impassable to vehicles, so you have to take a specific route, although the difficult terrain on that route isn't troubling you guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed, it's almost like we spent a lot of money upgrading the goddamn carriage just for that reason.
Sure. And as you make your travels, there is curious squeaking in the trees.
I was right. Hey, Kellin, what are they saying?
I don't speak squirrel.
That's so rude, Elloe.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit.
And then you see glowing purple eyes fill up the canopies in the darkness.
Okay,
We come in
that's
peace.
And then from the trees drop a series of squirrels. They are armed with sharp lances, and their armor appears to be metal and leather, clinging
Wow.
to them most menacingly.
I didn't know squirrels could actually get metal armor.
These are the squirrel knights.
Oh wait, I forgot. I can speak this. Someone let them. Someone distract them for 10 minutes.
Well, no, my lovely dears. As the squirrel knights descend from the canopies of the dead forest, we're going to be calling the session to a close then.
What?
Oh,
No.
Aw.
Yep, I'm afraid already. I have a little bit of work to do, and also I'm hungry, and I've been called about some stuff, so I need to go handle that.
Okay.
Now I have to go and play video games.
Guess I'll go after this. I mean, you have to have a nap instead, so you aren't completely fucked up.
Nah, I'll take a nap later. I'm still pretty awake.
Fair enough.
God, do we even earn any XP this session?
Oh no.
Well,
Probably.
let's find out. Let's find out.
We didn't even actually really even open the lockbox.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you
Well,
guys!
we were
didn't open the
supposed to.
lockboxes.
Well, it's not like we're carrying it with us.
Yeah, we.
It's just gold and shit, right?
you
I
know
wasn't
what?
paying attention. I
Well-
thought that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I was
figured
gonna-
we would just like have a bunch of like generic museum shit. I don't.
Yeah.
I like
For me-
spaced out for a good hour because of just all the faff that was going on. So I just thought it happened during that.
I kind of spaced out after the marriage stuff, so
Oh my god, you guys fucking blow so hard. Alright.
sorry.
So,
Yeah,
we'll take a momentary step back from experience and go over the contents of the containers.
Okay.
So, there is definitely a stuff that comes across as archaeological arts belongings, like pieces of pottery, in some cases, like rudimentary urns. You can see that there are small tablets, wind instruments, images, paintings, like stitched things together that have fared okay for being, completely sealed in like an airtight stone cube for however long it's been, and then kept underwater, which means all the oxygen was dense and yada yada yada. They're actually pretty well preserved.
They've been
There
in
were a few
stone.
whose seals weren't perfect, and you can see that water's rushed into them. But for every box that seems to have suffered the wears of time, you have as well found like old coin and like gems and jewels and shit.
Is there anything unique that we haven't seen before?
Yeah, and it is. It's from the box of one of Ash's husbands.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
That means we can't put it in a museum because I guess that would technically belong to Ash.
I mean,
It's up to Ash, really.
doesn't really have hands, so she might let you. Depends on what's in there.
Yeah. Inside is 4 children's toys.
Oh.
Oh.
wow. Stab the fucking sword through the heart.
Yeah, I'll just go to hold on to Ash in silence for a while after we open that one up.
Like I imagine you guys like opening all of them, like, oh, this is getting kind of exciting. Look at this, there's so much cool art, and then you open that one, and the fucking just joy is sucked out of the air. As, yeah, there are 4 children's toys in this box.
You just hear a cacophony of Oof.
Yep, sharp intakes of breath all round. Sad woos. And yeah, Ash is rather quiet about that for a little while.
Yeah, I'll just close that one particular box and put that
Yeah,
in
if
the
you'd like to
saddlebags.
add them to your character sheet, I mean, she'd appreciate those being preserved.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna add them to my character sheet. I'm just gonna like put them in the like Hrothgar's saddlebags and just bring those home for Ash.
Yeah, she'd probably like that on
Oh.
a mantle in Hornwatch. So I don't know if you
Yeah.
heard that noise, that was my stomach.
So that's
I
what's
thought
calling you.
That as
thought
well, it's a different calling, but yes, yeah, that gurgling noise was just my fucking stomach.
I thought I'd heard
So-
that noise.
So does Ash not want these toys in the museum then?
She'd rather they were like up in the bedroom somewhere instead of just sat there in a museum to be stared at.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Given that the person who owns them is still alive, let's just-
Awkward air quotes, but yes.
Yeah.
Look, we're working
alive,
on that. All right,
yeah.
we're about to find her a body.
True.
I hope.
She is interested in what such a concept will mean for her, and she's been concentrating on how to actually do that.
She might have a body.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to remember how to chew.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to pee again. That was the easiest thing to not have to worry about.
Wait, there's a body for.
That's the whole point
Maybe.
of going to this fucking orphanage is we're hoping there's a body.
Oh yes, that's right. Right.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of hoping there's another piece to the one kind of thing we have for all the elves.
Yeah, the missing elves.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
all
final step thing.
Yeah, all things considered, this should be a pretty decent clue to the final step. But yeah, okay. And now, experience. Did you explore a new and interesting location for the first time?
Technically, no.
No,
Because we
not
haven't
really.
explored it.
Until next session. So this area we're in doesn't count. I'm not sure.
Sure.
The cave of Bellatrix War.
We didn't really explore it, and it's also just kind of there.
Yeah, sure. However, you did discover an interesting truth about the world, and that's that Bellatrix's children are in that cave.
Yeah,
That is
that's
we
fair,
got.
yeah.
that's a thing.
Yep. Did you make a new ally or a lasting enemy?
We can finally score it in for the girl that we rescued.
Yeah.
Yeah, Artificer definitely considers you guys an ally.
Yeah.
Sorceress gave you all hugs and pats, said you were all awesome and good. And you sat with them in religious worship for a little while as well, which they were very much appreciated. Did you advance or complete a quest?
Say
Technically,
we
no.
advanced it?
We have not advanced it because we got closer. That doesn't count for advancing
just traveling to where a quest is meant to be, unless like the travel is meant to be especially arduous as a result of it, is not going to give you experience.
Advancing is like exploring, fighting, talking to people, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And we definitely didn't fight anything, so...
Nope. All right,
2
so you
XP.
get 2 experience this session.
Back to normal Bork's XP.
it.
Phew.
139.
I'm not that bitter. I love level 7.
Yeah,
It's a good level.
we're alright here.
Okay.
Alright, well, I don't believe there's Merzenhammer tonight, so...
Ooh, there's not.
No.
Yeah, see you later, stream. Tune in tomorrow for 70. Until then, adios.
Bye.